I know you're gonna dig this.
They'll throw to second for one, and now they got the man trapped in third and tag him out.
And 2nd and 2, handoff goes to McCaffrey up the middle, finds a little room, lot more room, and he's off to the races.
Welcome to the In the Zone Sports Talk Radio Network. You're listening to the Just Us Sports Talk Show with your host, Kate Diggs from Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, the small city with the large heart, and co-host Dana the Hater Clark from St. Petersburg, Florida. Also co-hosting Murray E. Baskerville from Gotta Be More Careful, Baltimore, Maryland. These are your hosts, bringing you the ultimate in sports news for the ultimate sports fan. Be sure to download the Try 99 TV app on any smart device and subscribe to In the Zone Sports Talk Television. The cost is $4.95. Thank you in advance for your support. Now sit back and prepare to get into another episode of the Just Us Sports Talk Show.
I know you're gonna dig this.
What's up?
This call may be recorded or transcribed.
What's up, everybody? How y'all doing out there? It is May the 20th. This month's almost over. Hey, before I forget, do you guys want to do a show next Monday or do you want to do a show next Tuesday? Because it's Labor Day, Memorial Day weekend. So let me know what y'all want to do, and then we can move on from there. I don't have no problem at all. I'll probably be home anyway, so just want to throw that out there to you. Hey, good evening, everybody. Hey, this is Just a Sports Talk Radio, and we got another guest on the show. We got Richie Rich down in the left corner wearing that 49ers gear. Know him doggone well. Football season over. He ain't supposed to be wearing that stuff, but that's okay. That's all right. It's all good. It's all good. And on the line, it look like we got Curry on the line waiting on Dana to get here. Hopefully we can get Lou to come on as well. So good evening, everybody. Hope you guys had a great weekend. NBA Eastern Conference Finals are here. Western Conference Finals are here. I just want to know, why is Boston getting so much disrespect? That's all I want to know. Like, I just don't get it, man. They're going to come out and say that Dallas was the first team to make it to the conference finals, knowing doggone well Boston. They just analysts are. I think they live in today. Like right now, they live in it. They forget about yesterday, and they live in the moment right now. You know what I'm saying? And tomorrow, they'll forget about yesterday. Because I've listened to so much sports, and I'm telling you that, the New York Knicks, to me, wasn't a failure for them. Are they going to the NBA Finals? No, they're not. But it's not a failure. For them to do what they did with 8 players, okay, that was incredible. Most teams wouldn't have made it that far with just 8 players. But that goes to show you how good that Tom Thibodeau is. And there was a question mark about will he be back there next year to coach the team? Absolutely, positively be back. Them guys love that guy. You know what I'm saying? And that just goes to show you that his methods does work, because before that, everybody's like, he runs guys down and they don't practice well and all the other stuff. But I'm going to say this. None of them guys got hurt during practice. All of them got hurt during the game.
Kev.
You know what I'm saying?
Kev.
Yeah, Mo.
Come on, man. He ran them dudes into the ground.
Stop. He ain't had no choice.
He did have a choice. Alec Burks scored how many points? And how Barry was he on the bench?
Yo, listen.
Man, you know I love Tibbs because he helped us get a championship in Boston. But he runs guys into the ground.
But you got to go with your horses, man. You have to go. Game 7, you got to let it all hang out. But again, Alex Burks probably won't be on that team next year because he was traded back to that team this year, so he probably won't be there next year. But the thing about it is, Alex Burks got to look at himself and say to himself in the mirror, yo, he wouldn't even put me in the game. You know what I'm saying? So that got to motivate Alex Burks to be better than what he was this year, even though he did help the team win. You know what I'm saying? But again, All them guys got hurt during the season, not at practice. Like when the Bulls were complaining about him, at first talking about he practiced, but then the Bulls team was a lot more mature than the New York Knicks team is. They didn't like to practice, and that's what Tibbs was all about. You know what I'm saying? And I guarantee you right now, the Bulls will probably take Tibbs over my man right now. I'm just being honest with you. But anyway, let's get into some baseball. So we got two teams that's hot right now. One's hotter than fish grease, the other one's hotter than frog grease. I'm gonna let y'all choose which one. So in the American League, you got the New York Yankees at 33-15. They won 7 games in a row. They're 8-2 in the last 10. You got the Baltimore Orioles, excuse me, who are 29-15. They're 2 games out of first place, won 1 game 64 in the last 10. Tampa Bay Rays is teetering right there at 25-23. Boston Red Sox is 1 game above 1 game below 500, and Toronto is struggling at 20-25. In the Central Division, the Cleveland Guardians are 30-17. They have to be, to me, win-wise, I think they're probably one of the most impressive teams in the American League right now, in my opinion, other than the Kansas City Royals. I think nobody saw the Kansas City Royals coming to be as good as they are right now. But I guess when you pick number one for the last 4 or 5 years or 6 years, you get the best prospects you possibly can. So Cleveland is 30-17. They've won 3 games in a row. They're 64 in the last 10. Kansas City Royals are 29-19. They won 3 games in a row. They're 7-3 in the last 10. You got Minnesota 2 games above 100. Detroit even at 500. White Sox 14-33. I don't know what's up with the White Sox. They're gonna fire the manager again. The West, Seattle is finally playing some good baseball again. They're 25-22. They're a game and a half out of first place. A game and a half in first place, below the Texas Rangers, who are 24-24. But the Seattle Mariners have lost 1 game, but they're 5-5 in the last 10. Texas are 24-24. They've lost 1 game, 3-7 in the last 10. Got the Houston Astros with 21-26. What's going wrong there? So they're coming along. You got Oakland A's, 19-30, who has lost 8 in a row. They lost 8 in a row, and they're 1-9 in the last 10. We thought they were trying to introduce themselves as the next great team, not in Oakland, to they want to keep it stay in Oakland. Angels, I'm surprised what's going on with the Angels. Mike Trout is hurt, and they look like they're tanking, 18-29. The question mark, guys, is will Mike Trout finally ask for a trade? Will he ask out of Los Angeles to go next door or come to the East, to the Phillies? Where could he end up going, guys? 18-29, they're drowning right now. You know what I'm saying? And it's amazing how one player can keep a team afloat like this. 18-29, not good. And the National League, you got the Philadelphia Phillies.
Wait a minute.
34-42.
Wait a minute. Are you talking about Mike Trout, or are you talking about Shohei?
I'm talking about the Angels.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Shohei was on that team last year.
Yeah, but he was there for 4 years. Was his contract 4 years?
Yeah, but he was a pitcher and a hitter.
Yeah, but they were still struggling. I mean, they weren't struggling as bad as they are right now. But even with Mike Trout, they had to win. They was winning some games. You know what I'm saying? It looked like they was going to turn that corner this year. But I guess the corner just
not
didn't
without Shohei.
come to turn. And Shohei probably had a lot to do with that. I agree with you on that one. Philadelphia Phillies are 34-14, 19-8 at home. I think the only team that still don't have. Well, no, the Brewers have. A couple of teams got 9 losses at home. They're 15-6 on the road. They're playing really good baseball on the road. They've won 3 in a row. They're 8-2 in the last 10. The Atlanta Braves. I got some Braves fans on here. We're gonna talk to them about the Braves. 26-17, 5.5 games on first place. Lost 4 in a row, 5-5. Last 10. You got the Mets, 21-5. Peter what's his name? Peter what's Peter's last name? Help me out, guys. Peter Angelos. Is it Angelos? They played for for the Mets? Angelos? Angelos.
Oh no, you're
Pete
talking about
Alonso.
Peter Alonso, yes. I couldn't think of the last name. They gave him a contract, and we'll talk about that, but he said, not no, but heck no. He's trying to lead here. Washington Mariners 20-25. Marlins at 15-33. That's Mo's team. He thought they was gonna do something this year. In the Central Division, Milwaukee Brewers at 27-19. Holding pace right now. 12-9 at home, 15-10 on the road. Lost one game, 64 in the last 10. Chicago Cubs 26-22. 2 games on first place, 14-9 at home, 12-13 on the road. Got to fix that road record. Lost one game, 4-6 in the last 10. You got the Pirates 26, 4 games below 500. Cardinals 6 games below 500. Cincinnati Reds is another one of most teams that he thought was going to sleeper at 19-28 right now. Lost 3 games, 3-7 in the last 10. Out west, you got the Los Angeles Dodgers 32-17, 18-9 at home, 14-8 on the road. Won 3 games in a row, 64 in the last 10. The Padres are 25-24. With 7 games out of first place, they won 3 in a row. They're 64 in the last 10. And this is odd, guys. And the San Francisco Giants are 23-25, 8.5 games out of first place, but they won 4 games in a row, 64 in the last 10. The Diamondbacks are 22-25, 9 games out of first place, won 1 game, they 5-5 last 10. And only one hadn't won in the division is the Colorado Rockies, 15-31, lost 3 in a row, 7-3 in the last 10. So there you have it. So I know we got Curry on the line. And we're gonna get Dana online. I got a question to ask you guys. Dana.
Hello.
Dana. Okay. Curry.
Yep.
Okay. So right now, the Atlanta Braves are 7-10 in the last. They're 7-10 in the last 17 games, and they lost 4 in a row. They haven't won a series in a while. Are you guys starting to worry now, or y'all still ain't worried?
I'm not worried. It's early, but it's still the pitching.
Okay, so it's more than the pitching, Dana, and I'm gonna tell you why. I'm going to tell you why it's more than pitching. Okay. Because they have lost. I got the wrong team up here. I think it's more than the pitching, though. Look where they at, Atlanta Braves. Dana, where you at?
I'm home.
You got a lot of air coming through there.
Oh, okay. You hear me now?
Yeah. Okay, so the Braves have lost
4.
They lost 4. They lost 4 in a row. Okay, and they lost 6-5. And the game right now is live. I think they might be winning 1-0 right now. They lost to the Padres 6-5. And they lost to the Padres 9-1 the other night. And they had somebody else pitching, which they ran through the pitchers. And they lost to the Padres again 3-1. They lost to the Cubs 7-1. Now they beat the Cubs 2 games in a row. Then they lost to the Mets. Then they beat the Mets and they beat the Red Sox. Prior to that, they lost to the Dodgers 3 games in a row. I've never seen them lose like they're losing right now. And that's my concern. And was 2-0 right now in the end of the third. But my concern is this right here is that they've never been in this situation in a long time as a Braves as an organization because they've always been on top of that division. They never really had a fight for that division in the last couple of years because they've won the division and Phillies was in second place with 12 losses and they made the wild card, 15 losses they had the wild card. So if you're saying it's the pitching, Dana, what's going to fix the pitching? Because if they don't get I think pitching does have something to do with it, but there's something else missing there.
There might be some of the bats.
Oh, so the bats now too. Okay, I thought they coincide with each other, the bats and the pitching. That's 2 things. Okay. I'm just saying. Kerry, any
Hey, man.
Go ahead, Kerry.
It's early.
It's still early.
Yeah.
So is
It's
it
162 games.
okay?
It's early.
You said they're nervous.
Yeah, like it's the NFL 16.
You said you said they're nervous.
No, I said you're nervous.
Why should I be nervous?
It's only been 16 games. I said we'll be all right, and we're gonna meet your Dodgers for that title and go to the World Series.
I don't know. I don't know, man, because Philly is playing some great baseball right now. They didn't pick Philly. They didn't even pick Philly to make the playoffs this year. They picked the Braves. They picked the Braves to win the World Series. They picked the Mets to get the wild card. And they picked the Cubs to get the wild card. And they picked the Padres to win. No, they picked the Giants to win the division, and Milwaukee to win the division. But they didn't pick Philly. So, but they're playing great baseball. I mean, you gotta get it. You gotta take your hats off to them, man. To be 8-2, you know, they're doing some wonderful things out there. And the Yankees right now are they won 7 in a row. They're 8-2 in the last 10. They're playing some great baseball as well. They're playing great baseball so well that your boy Juan Soto said, "I'm open for a contract extension." Is it too early? Is it too early to worry about a contract extension, Mo? What you thinking?
He's the Boris contract. He'll never sign early. There's no doubt. No, because they know the better he gets, the more teams are going to be in it, and the higher his contract is going to be.
So if he's looking for a contract extension, can he sign it now?
Yeah, but he money at the end of the year than he is just from the Yankees.
So let me see what they got here. So they're saying Juan Soto opens to an in-season contract talks with the Yankees. Your Yankees love what they have seen from Juan Soto thus far and are not hiding the desire to keep him on the field long term. Encouragingly for them, Soto also seems interested in that potential outcome. Yankees owner Hal Steinbrenner admitted in the interview with Jack Curry on Yes Network that the team was eager to keep Soto and would be eager to discuss a contract extension even if it had to be done during the season. So my question is this right here to you. Why not take care of it now? Then you ain't got to worry about it. If he's willing to sign the contract now, when you want to do that?
Never said he was willing to sign. He said he was willing to talk. And I heard the interview. I heard the interview. He said that it takes a year to get comfortable in a city. He's just like, the fan base is amazing. He loves the fan base. He feels comfortable with the team. So he's open to talking. But even Hal said that they want to make sure that he feels comfortable before he makes a long-term commitment. So that both sides are saying that, yeah, we're talking, but at the same time, nothing's going to get done before the end of the season.
So you think that they're going to sign him at the end of the season?
They're going to try. I think some team like the Giants is going to try and throw so much money at him. It's going to be hard to re-sign him. But I think they will.
That's my whole point. So that's my whole point. If they come to a money figure right now that he's comfortable with, why not go ahead and sign him?
He's not going to sign. He's a Boris contract, man. Think about how many Boris contracts stayed out until the end of after preseason started. Boris is not going to leave any money on the table.
So this is just fluff and buff right now. This is what it says.
No,
the biggest issue
no,
here
the Yankees want to talk. So they're showing the Yankees are showing their fans that they want to try and keep it. He's saying that yes, I'm open to it. Both sides, neither side knows that it's going to get done.
I mean, he got one of the toughest agents out there, Scott Boras. Anyway, it says tends to take his clients to free agency, which Soto is eligible for at the end of the 2024 season. On the other hand, if Soto is adamant about playing for the Yankees, he could presumably tell Boras as much as instructed him to get a deal done now. Consider the type of contract Soto is said to want. He would probably be well served by trying to spark a bidding war on an open market that makes any in-season extension an uphill climb for the Yankees. Me personally, I'm just going. I'm gonna pay him more than what he's worth. You know what I'm saying? Because to me, that shows the faith I have in him. And now I know he's not going nowhere. So he's not gonna come back at the end of the year and say, "Yo, y'all suckered me into a deal," and may not be happy with it, and then may want to go. But I'm overpaid for him. That's well, because I'm if you allow him to go to free agency, more likely somebody's gonna outbid the Yankees for his service. Now it comes down to is it about money? Is it about winning? Or what is it about? Because be perfectly honest with you, if it comes down to money, then you know the Yankees might not have enough to keep him, and somebody might outbid him.
Who are you trying to say? Like the Dodgers outbid him for Yamamoto?
Well, you know, he did say that he liked playing with LA.
He never played in LA.
He said, he said, I like playing in LA, not with LA. He said, I like playing in LA.
Here we go.
So,
yeah, we play the Angels every year.
I'm just saying that came out of his mouth, not mine. I'm just don't kill the messenger. Don't kill the messenger. Yes, sir.
Dodger fans are just as bad as Cowboys fans.
He was gonna finish up on the Braves before you jump to them Skankies up there.
Go ahead.
Yankees. Wow.
Speak on the Braves.
Well, go ahead.
And I'm gonna piggyback off of what Dana said. It's a long, hot summer. It's got a lot of games left to play. Now, I'm gonna ask you a question off a question, something you said.
Mm-hmm.
You said the Phillies were not picked to go to the playoffs, right?
Right.
So, are you gonna put them in the playoffs based on what's happened already?
No, I'm not.
Okay, hold that thought.
Okay,
go ahead. Okay, now back to the Braves. Now, the Braves, you looking at what's happening with the record, but what you're not looking at is the Phillies have played 5 more games than the Braves have played. Those games got to be made up. The Braves don't play those games, so that's ground that they can make up. Because they're going to be playing games when Philly is not playing, just like Philly was playing when the Braves were not playing. They picked up ground. And now, next step, the Braves have never been a team to just sit still. When they think they can get a player to put them over the top or add to what they get their needs, that's what they do. They go out and get that player. So I expect the Braves to go out and pick up another pitcher,
mm-hmm.
because they do need pitching right now. And once the bat's going to come around, because you got players that's on day to day, and once they get healthy again, they're going to be all right. I'm not worried about the bats, but they do need a pitcher. So no, I'm not worried about the Braves right now. I'm not falling for the Phillies fools gold just yet. They're going to have to show me a little bit more once we get into like July and August, as they used to call it in the olden days, the dog days.
Okay, and I don't disagree with you on that, because baseball is played, the hardest time to play baseball is actually in July, because that's when the heat is on, and I mean that literally when they playing games. I mean, if you think about, they have more night games in July than they do any part of the season, because of how hot it does get outside. But still, that's the dog days of baseball. And on them, I'm just saying though, because now we've seen a changing of the tide, because this time last 2 or 3 years, the Braves were the one making the noise, and they were the ones in first place. I'm just saying, look like they swapping positions. I don't. And the thing about the Phillies is they won 7 in a row. Not 7 in a row. They're 8-2 in the last 10. So that means they're playing good baseball. So that to me that means something. Even though they haven't played as many games, and you're saying they got to catch up. Yeah, they do got to catch up. But if they don't catch up, and those games turns into losses, then it defeats the purpose of them trying to catch up, right?
Well, if you're going to speak on hypothetically, yeah. But I mean, we don't know until they actually play.
Right. I'm just saying because you brought up they didn't play as many games. So all right, so getting to Peter Alonso reported turned down a huge contract offer by the Mets. What's going on with the Mets that they turned down? It was off. They said Mets offered Peter a 7-year, $158 million contract extension last June, according to Joe Sherman of New York Post. The offer was similar to the 8-year, $168 million extension the Braves gave to first baseman Matt Olson. In spite of this, Alonso camp did not accept the offer, and the two sides were not even thought to be close to making a deal. The prompted Mets briefly floated Alonso as trade candidate. The team similarly changed directions toward the end of the season when the new president David Stearns took over baseball operations. The team has gone back to trying to work out a contract extension, although Alonso, though noting he has come to that nothing appears close. Peter remains the Mets' most dangerous and valuable hitter with 10 home runs in 44 games of the season. He's eligible for free agency in the end of 2024. There will be a sense of urgency if the two sides are not getting anything done. So the Mets look like they're struggling right now. Okay. If you're the Mets, do you put him on the block near All-Star break, or do you try to work this thing out? Because it doesn't look like they're going to go. The Mets are 21-25, 12 games out of first place. They're 4 games under 500 at home, and they're 500 on the road. They're minus 13 in run differential. Okay, and if you look at their scheduling, they've lost to the Marlins 10-9, 8-0. They lost to the Phillies 10-5, and 6-5 and 5, 4-0, 5-4. The Braves, they took 2 out of 3 of the Braves, which I guess they thought they were doing something at that point in time. But should they look to trade him? Because a guy like that can bring back a pot full of gold in draft choices, depending on where he goes. So when they get close to All-Star break, do you think that the Mets will look to move him if they're still sitting where they're at? Because right now, if the season were to end right now, you got the Braves. You got the Phillies, the Braves, the Brewers, the Cubs, the Dodgers, the Padres, and the Giants in the playoffs. So the Mets would get out. The Mets wouldn't make it because of their win-loss record. So anybody think that Peter might end up? Do you think they might end up trading him? Or do you think they have another face for the team? Go ahead,
I think he might get traded. And the reason for that is yesterday there was a report from Sports Illustrated that indicated that the Mariners could be in talks with the Mets to trade for P. Alonso, which is very unexpected out of my bingo card for the Mariners this year. And if they were to do a trade, they'd give up a lot of farm market talent and send it up to the Mets' way to where it would equal out with the cap space between the two teams, even though the Mariners have that money to offer Alonso an extension if he wanted to. But it's with the Mets' salary cap right now that's being the problem if they were to trade him to Seattle.
Okay. Rich, you were quiet over. Who's your baseball team again? Is it the Braves too?
No, I'm a Red Sox fan.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, we suck.
Yeah, we suck.
There's
right
not really.
They do 23 and 24.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it's getting worse.
Right.
It's not any good. It's not any good there.
So who's the manager now with them? Is it
Cora?
Yeah, they fired him and brought him back.
They brought him back.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I don't. He did cheat, but whatever.
Oh, he did cheat against the
Y'all,
Dodgers.
he
They did
cheated.
cheat the Dodgers. Yeah. See,
No,
that's what I'm saying. Dodgers should have had 3 World Series.
I mean,
We got cheated by the Red Sox, and we got treated by the Astros. Then all of a sudden it comes out they was cheating, and then the Yankees gonna complain about they was cheating. The Yankees wasn't gonna win nothing anyway that year.
They
Yankees gonna win
beat
that
us
night.
both times because they cheated.
Okay. All right, let's move on. Let's see here. WNBA has started. It is not really looking good for the Fever. They're 0-3 right now, but they're looking pretty good. Now there is some gossip out there about the A's. I mean about the Aces getting paid on the side, which is being investigated right now. I meant to bring it up, but I couldn't find it when I thought about it. So that's something we'll talk about next.
I can actually give you intel on.
Go ahead.
Basically, what went down was with the Aces was that the city of Las Vegas was willing to offer $100,000 incentive to all the players as long as they kept playing throughout the whole regular season. And if they played enough in the whole regular season, each player from the starters to the bench would get $100,000. And the reason why the WNBA is investigating this is it may cause their teams in the offseason to go to the Aces if they decide to offer that same incentive each season.
So why don't the other teams just make that offer?
Right. It's not the teams; it's the city. The city of Las Vegas.
I'm just saying.
Right. I'm with Kev.
If it working for them, let it work for everybody else.
And it's really a head scratcher on why they are even investigating it. Because if you're really, it's just a simple free offer, one-time thing. They even say that they weren't even going to do it for next season. It was just for this season.
But you know what though? The thing about it is though, if they're giving them that money, how is it being accounted for?
Sponsor.
Okay, so a sponsor. So you got
to
put that on the
NIL deal for the
Yep.
That's dope.
Hey, go ahead and by any means necessary, ladies and gentlemen, by any means necessary. All right, so we got the 4 teams in the NBA. Yeah, we got the 4 teams in the NBA. We got the Boston Celtics, Minnesota Timberwolves, the Dallas Mavericks, and the Indiana Pacers. Right now, they said Boston has the best chance of winning the title because they took Denver out. Denver got taken out of the playoffs. I'm gonna say this: being a Celtic fan, I really want to play Dallas. And the reason why I want to play Dallas because that gives Porzingis a reason to want to really play against the team that traded him to Washington, to the Washington Wizards, and he can stick it back to them. But I'm gonna say this about the NBA playoffs, and I'm gonna say this about like I was talking about the Knicks. The NBA playoffs has been really exciting. The Western Conference is definitely heads and shoulders above the Eastern Conference, in my opinion. Even though the Knicks again fell short, I still think that this was a good season for them for the simple fact that if you're a free agent, like Paul George or Klay Thompson or Tobias Harris or James Harden, not Pascal Siakam, he's not going nowhere. Somebody like DeRozan for the Bulls. That dude, I think he would fit in with that team. And I don't want them to they can't mess up the chemistry of what's going on there, but they definitely need a third scorer. Now, could Randall be that guy going forward next year, or could they put him on the trading block? But I just went off tandem right there. But I don't see no. Like I said, Boston, Minnesota, Dallas, and Indiana. Minnesota basically played Boston tougher. They went to overtime both games. They played them, if I'm not mistaken. The Pacers probably got. I think the Pacers have beat the Celtics 3 out of 5 times. And I guess they included the playing game or whatever that mess was, the playing tournament, whatever that was. So that gives Boston some extra incentive to show them exactly how good they really are. The problem, and this is the problem I'm having, and guys help me out with this. I never heard nobody talk about the Golden State Warriors when they went 72 and whatever, about they're not that good of a team. I never heard nobody talk about the Bulls when the Bulls were really good, how they wasn't a great team. But I don't understand why Boston don't get the respect they get. Because they're number 2 in defense behind Minnesota. They're probably number 1 in offense. And they blow teams out. You know, and it makes it. And to be honest with you guys, there's sometimes I was watching games on TV. I'm like, man, I fall asleep on the game because it's not exciting. There've been several games that they played that were close, and they didn't win them. Right, the pressure was on them. And they didn't win. But I think that with that being said, I think that if there's a play they need to run, Joe Mazzulla has to know how to run that play, because that one-on-one is not working out for me. I don't know about you, but I don't like that. They got to run some plays. And you got Brad Stevens that's there with him. So I'm trying to figure out, are they saving it to the end, or what are they doing here? Because they're playing great basketball right now. They're doing what they're supposed to be doing. You know what I'm saying? But they don't get no respect. But Minnesota with Ant-Man, I think that the verdict is out that he is the next face of the NBA. John Morant screwed the pooch. So Ant-Man is going to be that dude. That dude in San Antonio ain't going to get it. He's not going to get it done. I'm telling you right now. And Mo, this is the reason why I'm going to tell you I don't think he will be the face of the NBA. Because he don't have that dog. He don't have that dog in him. He don't have that dog. He's more as a finesse player. So can somebody name one player that was a face of the NBA that didn't have the dog in him?
Jerry West.
What?
What did he win? What dog was he?
He had to have something because he's a logo of the NBA.
He's white.
What that got to do with anything?
I ain't ever seen a black logo.
I mean, keep it real. Jordan probably made more money for the NBA than Jerry West did. I can guarantee that.
Oh, for sure.
Jerry West is still the logo.
Right.
But wait a minute. But wait a minute. They was gonna make Michael Jordan a logo, but he told them not to do it. He said I don't want to disrespect Jerry West because he paved the way for a lot of guys to play in the NBA. That's the reason why they didn't change it, because they did want to change it.
Jordan didn't want to do that because he got his own brand. He didn't want it to be confused.
No, it didn't have to be. It didn't have to be the Jordan. It could have been another move. It could have been him double clutching, the double clutching or flying through the air. There's so many logos they could have used. So many logos they could have used in Jordan.
It should have been Bird. That's what they should have done.
Stop, man.
That's why
in a what you call it, in a pullover.
That's why everybody hate the Celtics.
I ain't mad at it. I get it.
So
the Great White Hope.
Yes, sir.
I guess my question would be, what do you consider a dog? Because when I think of teams and players with dogs, I'm thinking about the Detroit Pistons when the boys had Dennis Rodman, Isaiah Thomas, and Bill Laimbeer and people like that. Now, you know how those guys would, they brought it to you every night, whether it would be physically or whatever, you know, they brought it, man. I don't see that in the NBA like I once did back in those days. So I don't know that you even got those players that's got that quote unquote dog in them anymore.
Well, I'm gonna say this about Ant-Man. He talks the talk and he walks the walk. And even though he didn't play well last night, but he willed his team into winning. I haven't seen that in a long time from a player. And I mean, he doesn't walk away from a fight. You know, he says, I want to play all 82 games. I'm going to play offense. I'm going to play defense, right? And I think that's why he reminds you. That's why I think he reminds you a little bit. Go ahead, Mo.
I'm sorry. I got to say this. Caitlin Clark just got hurt. The other great white hope is over. I'm sorry.
What?
I'm sorry. She twisted her own ankle.
Who, Caitlin did?
Yeah. And they're going to try and blame it on the other player, but Caitlin hurt herself.
Oh, that's not good.
But, I mean, she got off the floor. She got off the floor.
But, Curry, getting back to you, I don't know how much you'll probably get a chance to watch him now because they're in the Final Four. But this guy, he told Denver, he told the news reporter in Denver, he said, we'll be effing back here for Game 7. You can count on that. And they came back for Game 7. If you watched the game last night, there was no way Minnesota was in that game even though they were down by 20 points. They were still in that game even though it looked like they should have been getting blown out. Denver looked tired. I'm going to be honest with you. Them guys were grabbing their shorts and all that. But see, that comes from them going through the season lackadaisical and thinking that they can turn it on when they need to turn it on. And that's not happening no more because you got them young horses out there on that team, and them guys running up and down the court. What Minnesota did would cause them to win that game, where they took Rudy Gobert out, put Nazi or whatever his name is in as the 4, and make Karl Anthony Towns the 5. That turned the whole game around. Charles Barkley even said it on TNT, right? And they did exactly what they needed to do. He said if they do that, they'll win that game. Denver looked tired. Denver looked real tired. And if you think about even the series with the Lakers, you take 2 or 3 players away from that series could have won 6 games, right? If you really think about it. If you really, really think about it, Denver looked really tired. You know what I'm saying? And so I guess it caught up to him. But getting back to Ant-Man, this dude, I love watching him play. Curry, I'm telling you, when you watch him, you're gonna think of old school because they put him on Murray last night, shut him down. He's like, I want to guard the best player, and I'm still gonna get mine. You know what I'm saying? So that's what. By him making those comments about you see us in Game 7, his comments about I want to play all 82 games, his comment about I'm gonna play offense, I'm gonna play defense, because you know how some people they take off. They take off on defense when they should be taking off on offense. So that's why he has that dog in him. Now, the Pistons, you'll never see another team like the Pistons again. Nobody will have 5 guys that's committed to playing defense other than Isaiah Thomas on the floor at the one time on the same team. I'm sorry. I think the New York Knicks could be that team.
I think the Celtics.
Would you say, Rich?
I think the Celtics could be that team.
We are that team, man. When Al is there. No. When Al is playing defense.
Yeah,
I think it's just a
team. But Al keeps them in check sometimes. He'll be like, yo, what are you doing? You know, they'll lapse and do something stupid. He'll like, yo, what are you doing? But I still have only game, I'm gonna be honest with you, the only game I saw that I was impressed with the Celtics was the game against Golden State when they was about to wear them out, and they set all the players on the bench the second half, and then the game 3 in Miami when they went lights out on them defensively and offensively. So again, if they're holding back, are we waiting for the NBA Finals to see how really good they really could be? And that's my only thing, because that's why a lot of people are questioning the ability of the Celtics. If they don't get it done this year, are they gonna blow the team up? I'm like, nah, they're not gonna blow the team up. The only thing can stop them from not winning might be Porzingis not being healthy. You know what I'm saying? Because they always said they needed to get another big man. Like, I'm be honest with you, if I'm the Celtics, I would went out and got Dwight Howard. I'm sorry, because he could still post inside, and if you post him inside and you double him down, now you got an open shot for a three. So he can do both. You know what I'm saying? And he's a healthy backup. He's a healthier backup. Excuse me.
All I gotta say is, Kev, you missed a 51-point game that we actually beat Indiana then, because it was the game after the play-in. But Halliburton didn't play.
That's what I'm saying. But hey, Rich.
Yes,
Alonzo
sir.
Ball. Yes, sir. He's back, man.
Well,
They say
we'll
he's dunking
see.
the basketball. We'll see. They say he's dunking the basketball. This is what they're saying.
I mean,
Lonzo Ball has not played an NBA game for 2.5 years due to multiple knee problems. He's still recovering, but he's showing that he is progressing. Mental fitness coach Chris Jones shared a video of Instagram Friday that showed Ball dunking the basketball. While that type of dunk won't exactly win ball slam dunk contest, just being able to get up enough to throw the ball down is progress. Ball suffered a torn meniscus in 2022. He received cartilage transplant in his knee in 2023 and missed all the season due to continual discomfort. There was an even rumor that Ball's knee was so bad that he had difficulty standing up out of a chair. It's been so long since there has been positive news surrounding 26-year-old Ball. Will probably take the win wherever they can get him. So let me ask you a question, Rich. Do you see the Bulls making any changes to what they have right now because they still believe in Ball, other than the draft picks? Do you see them? Would you see anything free agents wise that's going to happen with them?
I can see it, but I don't trust it. Carson Novus to do the right thing. So it would be a horrible mistake, no matter what he did, because he just doesn't make good decisions on players. Like, I didn't really think Levine and DeRozan were going to work together well, and they didn't. So who do you move? I mean, Levine could get traded, but DeRozan is a free agent. So
yeah.
It's like I just don't trust him. I don't trust him.
Yeah, that's going to be hard for Chicago to make some moves to, being that DeRozan's a free agent. But I think that if if we can turn back the clock 2 years ago, when they did have that team together, they had the best record in the NBA. Lose Alonzo Ball, and they just fall flat in the face. Now your boy, what's his the point guard you got now? Is it not Corbin? What's his name?
Kobe White.
Kobe White, yeah.
Yeah, Kobe White, yeah. He filled in really well during the season.
He's a 2.
Yeah, he's a 2. But you know what though? They may use that as a trade piece to get some other pieces they want, because I don't know if he's going to work with a Ball being a point and him being a 2, because I think that make your backcourt really small, because White is what 6'3", 6'4".
Kobe White. I think he's 6'5" or 6'6".
Is that? Oh, I know he's that tall.
Something like that.
He plays smaller. He plays smaller, but okay. But
Yeah.
I'm just saying that it's gonna be like you said. You're not trusting the front office. I'm surprised the coach is still around. I really am. I thought that they would have got rid of him.
I don't think it's his fault.
But I don't think it's his fault. But I think the players like him. That's why I'm saying. That's why I think he's still there.
He doesn't have the right people. He doesn't have the right mix of players around him for him to be able to win. Like I think Levine should go before Kobe White. Like his salary's huge. Somebody needs a shooter. He doesn't play defense. He gotta go. Like he's the big problem. And then I bring DeRozan back into the fold for maybe 3 seasons, work out some money, because he's actually a leader on the court. And then we got to work with Vooch. We got to figure something out with him. I just think that they make horrible decisions when they put this team together. Because we shouldn't have fallen apart the way we did when Ball went down.
Yeah, because now the thing about it is though, Rose was up there too at the time Ball was there, but he's come off the bench, right?
Nah, Rose wasn't there.
So Rose left before Ball got there?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Okay.
We've been through a couple point guards before Ball got there.
Okay. Hey, Dana. Are you out there, Dana?
Hello?
Dana.
Hello?
Dana.
Speaking. Yes,
what's the word on the Lakers head coach? They saying that LeBron has nothing to do with hiring of the head coach.
Stop it right there, Kev. I know you don't believe that. You know, they ain't nowhere, Kev, LeBron got something to do with that. Of course they gonna play it down because they don't want him to leave.
He said he don't. He said he said he don't want. He said he don't want to leave.
Listen,
I'm listening. We listening.
Listen, man. I want everybody to listen, man. LeBron is running that team with Jeanie Buss. And when they have their dinner tonight, him, Savannah, and Jeanie Buss, they need to fire Rob Pelinka first.
Wait
Get rid of him.
Wait a minute, Dana. Wait a minute, Dana. So last year, when y'all got to the Western Conference Finals, everybody was loving Pelinka. They loved all the moves they made, right? Free agent come around, y'all picked up some good players, but now you want to fire him?
Listen, man. You got us part of the pot. You didn't win the whole lottery. We only got 5 numbers. We need 6.
Okay. Okay. That's a deal.
We need 6, man. You done played too long.
Okay.
And I'm like this: the Kobe thing, you, his agent, you, his partner, all that done wore off now, man. It's time to move in a new direction.
Okay.
It's time for Jeanie to get some real basketball people in there, and let's get us some players. Let's go young. Let's even give it a LeBron.
So you're okay with LeBron leaving to go somewhere else as a Laker fan?
Yes. I watched them all come and go. I watched Magic leave. I watched Word to retire. We watched Kareem leave. We watched Shaq leave. We watched Kobe Bryant leave. It's nothing to me. Bye.
They didn't leave.
Find another
they
one.
retired.
They always do it. They find another one.
So
get another one.
So Dana, so I know you really want Tatum to come out to LA. I know you want that, and I know you do.
Yes.
Yes. But I'm gonna say this about Tatum: he's not even leading the team in scoring right now in the playoffs. Now he did show up. He did show up in Game 5 against Cleveland. He did show up, right? I'm expecting to see him get to the next level this series right here with the Pacers because they got something to prove. And then I want to see him get to the next level in the championship game. If they get to the championship game against whoever comes out of the West. You know, my dog is Jaylen Brown, right? I've always liked Jaylen Brown. I don't have nothing against Tatum, but I like Jaylen Brown. I see Jaylen Brown.
Tatum don't want to be there.
I've seen. Well, no, he wants to be there because he didn't want to be there. He wouldn't have signed that contract extension.
How many
We
years
lost
do you have
Rich.
left on it? Like
Tatum hasn't signed yet.
No, I'm talking about, but Tatum's not on his rookie deal. He's not still on his rookie deal. He signed a contract extension before his rookie deal went out, right?
Yes.
Right. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. So the next contract he gets is going to be this is the contract that ends. This is the contract that ends the extension, and nobody can offer him more than the Celtics can money wise. But he already said, I'm not going anywhere. He said me and Jalen is going to be here to the end. So. But
that's just words.
Okay, Dana. Okay, we'll make.
Well, Dana's right because Kyrie said the same thing.
Well,
politicians, man.
I knew Kyrie wasn't staying in that game 7 when he didn't show up on the bench. I knew then. I said, yo, he's not coming back. I knew that then. But then you keep hope alive because LeBron ain't going nowhere. He's gonna get their contract extension. He's came out and he said, I'm not worried about playing with my son. And the son came out and said, I want my own identity. I don't want to play with my dad. You know what I'm saying? Now, I believe the son more than I believe the dad. Because you know how he is all about making history in the right or wrong way. But again, LeBron, like I told y'all, LeBron's not going to leave that 51 on the table. And they're trying to give him a new contract extension right now for another 2 to 3 years. Well, I think the third year might be player option. I mean, it might be team option because at that time he may want to stick around just for the money, you know. And the thing about it is though is even with Donovan Mitchell situation up in the air in Cleveland, one team he won't be going to won't be the Lakers. Then the Lakers he would not trade him to the Lakers for nothing. I'm telling you, that's not even going to happen. The owners
now there is some updates with Bronny Jr.
Yeah.
If he doesn't feel like the NBA doesn't feel like he is valued to them, there is reports from Yahoo Sports that he might take a high value payday to Saudi Arabia. Go play in their league.
Bronny.
Yep, Bronny Jr. And the money is high. We're talking Ohtani money.
But believe this or not, though, the Celtics are really interested in Bronny James. I was shocked when I read that. But now I read that a couple years ago, and then I read it again like a week ago that they're interested in him.
It makes sense. It makes total sense.
I don't know.
We need another defender.
I don't know if they were trying to get LeBron to come there because if LeBron comes to Boston, then that will be 1 year I won't cheer. I won't wear no gear. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I don't want LeBron either.
I need him to stay. I need to stay as far away from. All they can do is come sit in the stands for the Celtics. But anyway, looking at the Cavs, right, and the Mitchell situation. If Mitchell goes anywhere, it might be to the Knicks where he really wants to go, but they're going to have to give up a lot to get him. And the Knicks have some draft picks. I'm gonna tell you another place I think he could fit in too. If he goes to OKC, that would be a nice fit for him.
I was about ready to mention that.
OKC has draft picks. You know what I'm saying? They got a little money. You know what I'm saying? That would be the perfect place for him. I think because he's a mature guy. He don't have to do a lot because he got guys around him that can do, and he could just be that clutch player at the end. Him and SGA, 2 clutch players together. That would be a nice fit for them. I mean that puts them in a contention. Maybe winning the West. With him. Let's see what I got to say. Got rid of this dude. Got rid of that dude. Information. And who we got this right here? Or Donovan. We got rid of that dude. What we got there? Okay, we got. Sam, man, give us an update on hockey while I get rid of some of this stuff I got on my computer.
All right, so update with hockey is very interesting, very interesting. As Game 1 of the Eastern Conference Finals starts in 2 days, as we get the Florida Panthers versus the New York Rangers. While in the West, the Dallas Stars are waiting, as tonight is Game 7 between the Canucks and the Orioles. And the winner of that will play Dallas probably on the 23rd. And it's very, very confusing with this too. Because in hockey, when you get that rest, it's a good thing, but it's also a bad thing because your legs are going to be kind of numb at first, getting used to that ice again, despite the 1 to 2 day break. So if I'm New York or in Florida, that's a good thing that I'm playing on the 22nd instead of the 23rd. Because you don't got to worry about waiting for your legs to recreate on the ice. And I got Florida winning, and that's their series in 5 games. Now, as for Game 7 on the West tonight, I'm taking Vancouver because I got some hope that Canada's going to win the AHL finally for the first time since 1993.
Hey, Matthew.
Hey.
Curry here. Hey, it's about 6 weeks ago I asked you, I think it was you, I asked if you thought that the Florida Panthers had enough to win it all. Do you remember me asking that question?
Yep, I do remember you asking.
But anyway, I said then I thought that the Florida Panthers was capable of winning it all, and I still think they're capable of winning it all. I'm not a hockey enthusiast by any means, but I do follow these Florida Panthers, and I've been following them for a couple of years now. And man, Kevin talked about players with dog in them. Now, you want to see some players with some dog in them, you look at them Florida Panthers, man. Those guys, Matthew Chuck, Sam Reinhart, Barkov, and those guys, Bennett, those players, those boys got some dog in them. And I just think that they got enough to win it all. I mean, I don't hardly watch those other teams. I did kind of follow the Carolina Hurricanes a little bit because they up here on the 2 hours away from me. But this Florida Panthers team, man, I've really took a liking to that team over the last couple of years. Again, I say that's a team. If you want somebody, those boys got some dog in them.
And I definitely agree with that because, for the most part, if the Florida Panthers do win it this year, there is that potential to going to be like the Chicago Blackhawks when they were on that run back in 2015 to 2017. When you seen them going into the championship and doing all that work. But for the most part, I agree with you. As long as they stay healthy, like I said 6 weeks ago, they got a good shot of winning it. But for right now, I'm staying with Vancouver unless they do lose tonight. But I believe that they should be able to win.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Hey, Mo, you got the Pittsburgh Steelers at 12-5, right?
I do.
Does that 12-5 does that win the division?
I think so.
Okay. Lou, we got you on the line. What's your predictions with the Jets?
Yeah.
Record-wise, what you think they're going to do?
Well, I think on the better season, as long as Rodgers isn't get hurt again, I think it's going to be more 8-9. An improvement from last year, but not enough to make the postseason.
So 8-9. Anybody? If the Jets go 8-9, is anybody getting fired? Cowboys. What you got for the Cowboys, Lou?
12-5.
Okay, so I'll post those 3, and I got the Browns going 10-7. I think that they're, because of the division they're in, they got them at 8.5 wins, so I can give them 2. I got the Rams. Surprisingly, I think the Rams drafted well for defense, and I think that they overtake the division from the 49ers, even though the 49ers might beat them twice this year coming up. But I got them going 12-5, so I'll post those in the chat room as well. So
I want to switch my pick.
I already posted it, but go ahead.
I want to go 7-10 for the Dolphins.
Huh?
Ooh, 7-10. Miami in trouble this year, man. They don't want Tua, so we start over with a new quarterback. So
what you mean they don't want Tua?
Let's do it. They don't want Tua. He rejected the offer. The Dolphins offered him a contract. He was like, nah.
But you
just paid the Detroit Lions. Just paid Jared Goff. I want my money.
But wait a minute, hold up.
He showed up again.
Wait a minute, Dana, hold up. Hold up.
Breaking news.
This is a dude that had to get a special helmet made for a special head so he don't get a concussion again. Right?
Right.
This is a dude that got in the playoffs and lost, right?
I heard they're gonna let him wear the red jersey like everybody else gets to wear the captain helmet. He get to wear the red jersey during the game.
Dana, wait a minute, Dana. This is the dude.
Done in Miami.
Wait a minute, Dana. This is the dude that was a second in passing yardage last year. In front, he's behind your boy from the 49ers, but he's in camp though, right?
No.
Yeah, I just read that he's in camp.
Yeah, he showed up.
Yeah, he showed up. He's in camp.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yes. What Dana? What you?
No. He's been holding out since OTAs.
He showed up today.
OTA started yesterday. Started today.
Yeah, Dana. I'm telling you right now, he's there. He's there. I read.
He want to be there if he don't have a contract.
No, he do got a contract. No, Dana.
No, he's there.
He's there. He's holding out.
Dana, he's in his 5th year.
He showed up.
No.
Wait a minute, Dana. Now.
This year was last year. This year was last year.
Dana. Wait a minute, Dana. So you telling me he has no contract? They had to do something with him.
He has no contract.
Curry, is that correct? That's not correct, Curry.
The only people
He has it. They picked up his 5th year.
They picked up his 5th year.
They did.
They picked up his 5th year.
Oh yeah.
Dana, they picked up his 5th year.
No, they didn't.
Dana, they got to pick up his 5th year.
Yes, they did. As of 10 hours ago from CBS Sports, the Dolphins Tua Tagovailoa for the OTA.
Wait a minute, Dana. Go ahead.
Let me help him out, Kevin.
Help me out. You know what I read?
Help him out.
He just started today, so he can't be been holding out all along. Now, volunteer workouts, he missed on some of that, but that's volunteer workout. I don't get excited about a player missing volunteer workouts. Rodgers didn't go to no volunteer workouts when he was out there in Green Bay. He told me, yes, Tua is in camp today. He is with the team. Like I say, OTA just started today, so he's in there.
They picked up his 5th year option March 20th.
Thank you, Curry, for the update.
Hey.
Your T-Mobile phone ain't.
I know what I read today. You know how I know what I read today?
Yeah.
My coworker called me. He was driving. He heard the same exact thing. He said, "Hey man, why Tua holding up?"
Hey, Dana, listen to me. Don't listen to your coworker because your coworker don't know what he's talking about. My brother called me up and say something to me. I said, "Hold on, let me look it up." I don't believe nothing until I read it myself. Your boy's in camp.
I read it.
They picked up his fifth-year option. They picked up his fifth-year option, Dana. Right? So now he got to play. Now he got to play. He got to play ball. He got to play ball. He's in. Dana, the only thing I got to do is go Google it. Not right now, because your phone can't do two things at one time. You with T-Mobile, remember?
We'll never get a T-Mobile contract, I tell you.
Last year, when Christian Wilkins, he did the same thing, but he was at camp. He just didn't participate in his drills.
Two was there. Two was in camp. He said, I'm not. Tua said, I'm not worried about it. I'm in camp. I want to get it done. So we're talking some football.
Hey, let me say something.
Don't get fake news. Don't get fake news.
I see Dana's one of those haters. Tua, if Tua did hold out for contract reasons, I don't blame him. Number one, he's only playing for $23 million this year. What starting quarterback that put up the numbers that guy has put up over the last 2 years?
Right.
Paying for $23 million other than the rookie Brock Purdy out there. And I'll wait on that. But
you're right.
I want to say this too. Another reason why I would say that I wouldn't blame Tua, because the Dolphins went behind his back, tried to get Tom Brady and Austin Brad picks so that then not only that, they tried to get Deshaun Watson and didn't try to hide it that they wanted Deshaun Watson.
They screwed up. They
after they figured out they couldn't get those guys, they decided, Tua's our guy.
Dana, Dana, wait a minute. It ain't got nothing to do with the coach. That's the organization doing that. That's the organization. That's the organization.
Yeah, that's right.
Why you think Venus Williams don't want no part of that team no more? She's trying to buy a basketball team now. She said, I ain't fooling with Miami Dolphins no more.
We'll kill Venus Williams.
Dana.
She just ain't making the money she thought she was going to make off.
Hey, Dana, your boy Curry said y'all screwed the pooch on that one.
Man, they screwed the pooch a lot. I'm not mad at Curry. Curry knows.
So
when they messed up with Drew Brees, I was kind of done.
Yeah, they messed that up. They really messed that up. They really messed that one up. They really messed that. They really messed that one up with Drew Brees. They really messed it up. I mean, they really messed it up. So Dana.
Thank you, man. But I read that he's holding out.
Dana, we all
do some research.
Dana, I think all of us on the panel read sports, right? But you get your research. Your research committee sucks, man. You got to fire your team.
Hey, man,
you got to fire your team, man. They just fire your team. Just fire.
I know what I read.
Dana, read it
I'm
again.
I'm gonna send it to you after the show.
Dana,
I'm gonna send it to you after the show.
If it's today, I can read you what I read today about him. Now, if he wasn't in camp, I'd have brought it up.
Okay, read it to us.
Wait 1 second.
Read it to us.
Let me get it real quick. Hold 1 second.
A bedtime story,
I already got it.
Go ahead. Read it to him again so he can hear you.
Miami Dolphins quarterback Tua Tagovailoa has been absent from most of the team's voluntary offseason work. We're also getting a new long-term that one report from CBS reported, but Tagovailoa changed his course on Monday, reporting to organized team activities, OTAs, per The Athletic, while continuing the negotiations with the club on a new long extension deal. Tagovailoa is said to become one of the next quarterbacks to receive a big payday. However, Miami was uncertain at first that he would attend this week's workouts, which would have been a stark contrast to Tagovailoa's first 4 seasons in the NFL. So he did show up to OTAs today.
And how long ago was that report? That was like hours.
10 hours ago.
10 hours ago, Dana. Your research.
I'm in the middle of work.
Yo, your research.
I'm in the middle of work.
Dana, look, whoever you got researching your research, tell them they gotta stop researching it because they might got T-Mobile like you. Dana.
Chad Ochocinco, he was wrong too. He reported the same thing.
Hey, Dana.
3 days ago.
That was 3 days ago. Hey, Dana, your research person probably got a phone and it's populating as you're talking. Like he sees something and it keeps populating until he gets to a place where in Petersburg he's like, okay, now I got it. He's 10 hours late with his news, Dana. Don't use him no more. Dana, you use us. You Dana,
I believe the Just Us Sports thing.
Dana, how many times have we talked about something and it happens on ESPN, or they talk about NFL, or they talk about NBA? How many times?
Yeah.
See, Dana,
always happens.
Dana, keep the faith with us. Keep the faith with us. We'll be your research partners. We'll be your research.
Listen, man, he need to come in there and stop playing around and get us past the first round of the playoffs all the way to the Super Bowl.
Well, as long as y'all get home, for the Vans, then y'all be all right. That's what y'all need. Y'all can't play in no cold weather. Like y'all coming to Cleveland in December, we gonna tear that behind up. Ooh, that Dolphin gonna be chilly. Ooh.
Y'all have nothing on that defense.
Okay.
Stop.
Okay. You know we had number one defense last year, right? You know that, right? Okay.
Where they got you?
Okay.
Monkey stuff by the Texans.
Okay. Yeah, we did. But that wasn't the defense fault. That was the offense. They gave up 2 touchdowns.
You put all that faith in Flacco.
No, I put the faith in the defense. All right, so next up, man, Arizona Cardinals wide receiver Marvin Harris Jr. has found himself in some legal trouble before even playing an NFL snap. Harris is being sued by sports apparel and collectible giant Fantastic. According to ESPN, John Weinfuss, the lawsuit reportedly centered around Fanatics. I'm sorry. Harrison allegedly breached a contract he signed with Fanatic on May 2023. The Ohio State Alumni Camp has maintained the contract does not exist per the report. The specifics surrounding Harrison's alleged breach of a contract has been reacted from the lawsuit. The allegedly deal was reportedly worth $1 million and involved autographs, signs, trading cards, game worn, appearing in other marketing opportunities. Yo, what is his dad doing? The lawsuit also lists the official Harrison Collection LLC as a defendant. Harrison autograph and game-used merchandise is available for sale online from price ranging from $79 to $540. In the suit, it claims that Harrison was one of several college athletes that the company signed to multiple licensing. Then it sounded like he had the beach, man. In the suit, where we at? College athlete, the company signed to multiple years licensing deal in 2023. The two partners' first agreement signed in March of that year was not exclusive. Asserts that negotiations on a longer-term deal began on April 2023, with the two sides allegedly signing a binding term sheet on May 16th of 2023. Harrison Camp received a significant payment on the deal finalized on May 18th of 2023 per suit. The Cardinals selected Harrison fourth overall in the 2024 NFL draft. In this final season at Ohio State, Harrison recorded 67 catches for 1,200 yards and 14 touchdowns across 12 games he played. Yo, this is huge, man. My thing is, his dad is supposed to be right there monitoring all this. I wonder, did he do this without his dad knowing? This is not making any sense to me, guys.
And it gets even bigger than that, because in that contract, this involves NIL. And
NIL getting the deal.
So here's the part of that ESPN article that says that how does NCAA NIL factors into all of this. And this is the reason why that Phoenix decided to go into this lawsuit because it's into the NIL. Directly, not much, if at all. The GLA is essentially NIL for professionals. However, indirectly, the Colgate NIL is a part of the reason why Harrison's trying to renegotiate his deal with Phoenix. So, even though he's saying he didn't sign the deal, there's that report that is in that saying that he's trying to renegotiate with that deal. And having NIL in place and legalized gave Phoenix the ability to discuss the agreement with Harrison while he was still in college. In a post-college deal.
Yeah, he got burned on that one. His dad should have been right there, making sure all that stuff was correct.
And this happened before his last season.
That's crazy. So I'm looking for, where is it at? Oh, I just had it. Where is it at? So another report out there, and now they're trying to deny it. But the Kansas City Chiefs, the NFL did the Kansas City Chiefs schedule around Taylor Swift's concerts, which
he got $5 million for each appearance. You know that, right?
So this is my question though. If I'm the NFL, if I'm the NFL owners, how much of that $5 million am I getting? Because now my team's being inconvenienced because of her. Somebody need to tell me, saying, man, this is.
That girl ain't had nothing to do with that.
Saying, man, you got some homework, right?
She ain't had nothing
Yep.
to do with
I got a lot of homework. Actually, there's new homework that I put in today.
Hey, we played the Chiefs this year, and our schedule was whack.
The NFL put the camera on her. They didn't even have to know she was in the stadium.
Dana, but Dana, this is the thing though. How many females started watching football after they showed her face? That's the question. That's the question that need to be answered. That's the question that needs to be answered. Because
she did the NFL a favor.
It's not how many women, it's how many Swifties.
Right.
Well, the Swifties, whatever. No, but Dana, what you gotta understand is that the more people that watch, the more revenue that the NFL gets, right? You gotta remember that. But again, why did they? My question is this right here. Why did they? Oh, where did it go, man? Why did they change? Why did they allow her to be the influence on scheduling football games for the NFL when it came to the Kansas City Chiefs?
So, like with the away games. So when she's on tour, if the Chiefs play on a Monday, and she has a performance in a city nearby, in Nyack City, she'll perform that Sunday evening, but not that Monday. And she'll go watch the Chiefs, and then Tuesday she'll go back to that city for a night two of that city that she was in performing. Because when they go up to play Buffalo, she'll be in Toronto for 2 days, and then she'll go to Buffalo. But then the day after, she'll go back up to Toronto. And I feel like throughout the Chiefs' schedule, I think that's where they looked at for her side. So that fits with the timing of her for the away games. But the home games are no big deal. It's what the away games is what played a part with her and the NFL to decide how the Chiefs decide.
Hey, Matthew, I lost the site where it talks about all the channels. Wait a minute, I think I got it right here. No, all the channels that the NFL we watching that you can watch football on. Can you pull that up once? I had it on and I think I closed it out.
Yeah, I can bring that up.
I have the one up here. So in the NFL, it says NFL new TV deal will bring some major changes. Here are 10 things to know, including flex games on Monday. So I'm gonna go over this while he looked that up. So Monday night games can be flexed, and I'm trying to figure out if they mean flex because they're saying they're gonna have double headers. So they mean they're gonna play one game before the other game. I don't get that because one going to be on the East Coast and one going to be on the West Coast. You're not going to have two teams on the same coast playing at the same time because you're not going to get the visibility that you want. It says too Monday doubleheaders will be happening more often. Saturday doubleheaders during the final week of the season. Nickelodeon game likely will come back. Thursday night games headed to Amazon. One international game will be aired on ESPN Plus. NBC Peacock streaming network will give exclusive air 6 regular season games. Paramount Plus also coming up big. NFL can opt out of the deal after 7 years. CBS, Fox, NBC each get 3 Super Bowl games. ABC gets 2. Okay. Let's see. So it looked like, let me pull this up real quick. So it says why it could cost $850 to watch NFL 2024 season. You got CBS, ABC, ESPN, ESPN Plus, NBC, Peacock, Fox, NFL Network, Prime Video, and YouTube television already has been told with the potential adding Netflix to the lineup. It will cost football fans upwards of $850 to access every 2024 regular season game, according to Sportsnot. Estimated. The monthly subscription cost for cable streaming continues to escalate. The NFL planning on auctioning off selected games and seasons ahead. It's not unreasonable to think it could cost football fans $1,000 or more to watch an NFL game. And y'all gonna tell me that the NFL is not gonna go overseas with the Super Bowl? It's gonna happen. I'm telling you right now. This makes no sense at all. This makes no sense. Detroit. Not Detroit. Detroit. DirecTV could have kept it, and if DirecTV would have did what most fans were asking for was, look, give me the red zone, and let me have my team and my team only to watch. I'll pay for that if you put it in the package. They didn't want to do it. Just think about that. Like I like the Browns and Rams, so I have 2 teams I will watch. You have the red zone, right? You can watch all the teams, but you don't have access to the team that you like. So you're still watching football. You know what I'm saying? And the packet could have been, and you could have made the packet up any way you want to make it, but they didn't want to do that. Now the NFL saying $1,000. The NFL that says NFL 2024 season is now set to release on May 15th at 8 p.m. The schedule for Christmas Day will no doubt draw fans' attention. With holiday falling on a Wednesday, the NFL initially announced it would not schedule any games on December 25th. The league reversed the decision and said there would be a doubleheader on Christmas Day. The NFL rarely scheduled games on Wednesday. That last time it did was the opening week on 2012 season, avoided conflict of national political convention. Now I'm gonna say this to you: the next contract that the football players make, I guarantee you, it ain't gonna be unless it's signed off on it so we can get our money. It's gonna be in the detail because you play on a Sunday, then you got to play on a Wednesday, or you skip that Sunday, then you play on a Wednesday. Now you're looking at even though you got a bye week, right? That's considered another bye week. So other teams will be like, "Go, why it's not fair? It's not fair for us to have a bye week, 2 bye weeks actually. Technically, we got 2 bye weeks and we only get 1. So now all this stuff is about to come into play. And again, they're looking to add 2 more games to get 20 at the end. 20 at the end. So you're looking at another 2 weeks of playing football, which is going to push the All-Star game, NBA All-Star game back 2 more weeks. All-Star game will be in March now. It'll be in the first week of March while they're still playing football. Yo, this is crazy.
And I believe those Christmas games will be on Netflix.
So Mo, let me ask you a question. You being still a fan, how many times have you tried to watch still a game and Baltimore came on?
Every week. But Apollo Group TV, I get everything. So
yeah, you do. So
but remember, on the Netflix games and all the other games that are on the streaming, as long as you're in the local area, you get those games. So I can get it on the Pittsburgh CBS.
Okay. But again, I mean, like, come on, man. DirecTV had this. They had it in their pocket, and they screwed yourself, man. They screwed yourself. I told the guy, I said to the guy, I said, yo, I said to him, I said, yo, give this to your boss. Give it to whoever works at DirecTV. I said, look, I'm a Celtic fan. I said, make up a package so I can watch the Celtics. Throw in there a couple movie channels or whatever, and I'm gonna pay it because I get to watch the Celtics every game. There's no blackout games, right? But what was going on was when they would play Philadelphia in Boston, it would be blacked out. When they played Washington, it would be blacked out. I'm like, yo, why? They're in Boston. Why am I getting blacked out again? I can see if they was in Philly or cities in Washington because they're close enough for me to go watch them play. But I'm like, it didn't make no sense to me. DirecTV screwed themselves big time on this one. They really did. And now we're the ones gonna have to pay for this. They did. We're hey, what kind of alcohol you got behind you, Rich?
I don't know. It's just a bar. I was like, I don't really like the scene.
If you
hey, Rich, I get you. It's about an hour and a half in. Forget it.
Yeah.
If you
got that cognac
and
that cigar time.
If you got some summer watermelon Ciroc, I'm good with some pineapple juice. Yeah,
okay.
That's my drink now. Okay, that's my drink. Now. So anyway, getting back to this mess, man, and the Taylor Swift situation. This is asinine, man. When?
Oh man.
So now let me ask you guys a question. Are they making sports more of an entertainment or is it a game?
Both.
Entertainment.
This is where they're going wrong. Now, people like myself, people like Curry, we're up in age, we're gonna die, move on. But the younger people are gonna come through and they're gonna be like, yo, I don't care about the game. I like the entertainment. They're gonna be waiting for waiting for halftime more so than watching the game. Because it's entertainment. And sports is supposed to be about sports, supposed to be about winning. And now they're making it more of an entertainment. That's the sad part about it. Because just think about the situation with the New York Knicks, how they did the New York Knicks on the pregame, how they hyped them up to win the game and they end up getting blown out. And now everybody's roasting ESPN and Stephen A. Smith because they made it seem like the New York Knicks was going to win the game before the game even got played. So I'm telling you, a lot of people for that too. It makes no sense at all. It makes no sense at all. Where we at? We got like a half an hour left. So, where we at here? I got that.
You know something about that? You talking about the Christmas Day game?
Mm-hmm.
See, the NFL wants to be the big 800-pound elephant in the room, and they want to take over everything. That's why they don't have a set time when they do their schedule release. They know what they're doing when they do that schedule release. They trying to interrupt somebody else's party, like the NBA. They want to cut in on that. And the same thing when they do the draft. They know they're cutting in on somebody else. Now they're cutting in on the Christmas Day used to always be the NBA.
Yep.
That's always NBA's day. If you didn't even watch NBA, you probably go there and watch the NBA because that was the only thing going on Christmas Day. But now, in the NFL says, "No, we want part of that."
And what they really need to do is they need to take Dallas and Detroit off of Thanksgiving and have other teams play on Thanksgiving. And they say it's part of history. No, it ain't part of history because you're changing everything up. You got 3 games now on Thanksgiving. Change that up too. That's why do Detroit and Dallas got to play on Thanksgiving all the time?
No, hey Kevin. No, don't take Detroit and Dallas off Thanksgiving. Just let them play each other and just rotate each year.
Yeah, that would be a good one. That would be a good one. Because I'm just saying that's the only thing they won't change. They change everything else, but they won't change that. You know what I'm saying? And then we know Dallas is a team that we love to hate. Only person on this panel like Dallas Cowboys is Lou. Everybody else hate the Dallas Cowboys. I hate them. I don't hate the Dallas Cowboys. I hate them. I hate the fans. The fans are just get on my nerves. The fans get on my nerves. But I'm just saying though, come on, man.
Like Knicks fans.
Why can't they change that? Why can't they change that? That's all I'm asking. Just change that, please. Somebody said, listen, because Dallas is America's team. Dallas ain't America's team no more, Taz. They haven't been America's team since 1990.
The VHS.
For people who think Dallas is America's team, just remember the Steelers turned it down first because we're the world's team. We thought the American team was just not big enough for us. It's not a joke. That's true.
It's not a joke. That's true. Yeah, I know. But I'm just saying though. But again, with this thing though, I'm like, yo, you change everything else, but you won't change that. That makes no sense at all, man. And these players, I'm telling you right now, when the next contract come out, it's gonna be something else. I'm telling you right now, the contract come out next for this NFL teams. Them owners gonna have to pay through the yang because they getting all this money from all these.
They won't switch Dallas for Thanksgiving.
All these, yeah, because everybody hates Dallas. You know, everybody.
They love to hate.
They love to hate them. No, Detroit. Let
watch it.
Let Detroit. But see, to me, if you're gonna have Dallas on there, they need to play Washington because that's Cowboys and Indians. You know what I'm saying? That's who sat down at the table and ate Thanksgiving dinner together. You know what I'm saying? Now, you know, so it's anybody that's going. It's anybody they got.
Now, since you mentioned that, there's gonna be a way they can fix that.
So I'm seeing what you just posted. You just sent me.
That private equity.
You know, and most of
for the NFL.
We don't Cowboys. In fact, most of it we despise the Cowboys. But when it comes down to the NFL, they know that that's a marketing piece for them, and people are going to watch the Dallas Cowboys. That's why they get the maximum amount of primetime games every year, because they know you're either going to watch them because you love them, or you're going to watch them because you hate them.
And for the past since 1996, they have been not doing anything. and I told somebody at work, I said, "Yo, the Cowboys won't win the Super Bowl until we're dead, all of us." I said, that's how bad it's gonna get.
Oh, wow.
But Matthew just sent me something. It says private.
Well, I hope they don't.
Private equity.
I hope they don't win.
Well, let my Dolphins get one before we go.
He said private equity in the NFL. How team ownership might shift. Oh, okay. Special committee of the NFL owners has spent the past 9 months investigating potential changes to the league rules for team ownership in attempts to grapple the shrinking pool of potential teams buyers amid soaring team valuations. One of the possibilities on the table allowing institutional wealth include private equity to invest in the NFL franchise, which the league has never permitted. Owners will likely discuss and potentially vote on committees research and finding a league's meeting in Nashville this week. They've been very deliberate in the way they've evaluated different alternatives. NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell said in March, "We're making progress. I think there are some changes may be as early as May, probably closer to October. A move to allow private equity firms and institutional wealth to invest in limited partners could free cash up for owners to pursue projects such as stadium renovation and would represent a large shift in how league has historically operated, with the majority of franchises traditionally runs as family businesses with single-family ownership. As the league continues to explore changes, what could this mean for teams for private equity funds? If this happens, it could all this work. Private equity firm pool money from investors include the funds that acquired stakes or outright purchases of public-private companies, real estate, and other assets with the goal of eventually selling the investment at a later date. I don't know if that's going to work because now if I got part ownership, I should have an opinion on what goes on. Who they draft, who they going to do this with, who they going to cut, should Dak get a contract, things of that nature. So that's something way down the line, I think. And if you think about it, the Green Bay Packers are in that situation now, but because they're owned by the fans or the city or something like that nature. And it says right here that currently NFL rules prohibit institutional ownership, including sovereign wealth funds, pension funds, and private equity firms and teams, and stipulate a team's primary owner must have at least 30% stake in the franchise unless granted an exemption. A franchise can take a limited partners, but no more than 25, including majority owners, are allowed to buy in. A few buyers can take up to $1.2 billion in debt to acquire the team. Existing ownership has $700 million debt limit. The Green Bay Packers are exceptions as they are publicly owned by shareholders in the franchise. So there you go. It's working for Green Bay, but I don't know if it's going to work for everybody else. So there you go.
Right.
There you go. What was going to talk about? What we got? We got 45 minutes, about 15 minutes left. So getting back to, okay, so Dana, Dana, I'm going to tell you what you do. You get your T-Mobile phone and download SI app. And then whenever something pops up, it pops up on your phone so you know it's real because it's coming from SI.
Nah, he's got to download the ESPN app.
ESPN and Bleacher Report, man.
I'm just letting you know because when I said to you, I said LeBron James not involved in the Lakers head coaching search. Per report, this was 6 hours ago. I'm looking at ESPN. I'm looking at SI right now. Yeah, SI. They got long standings.
Everything is subject to change.
Oh, I'm not saying it's not. But I'm just saying. Oh, and getting back to Lakers, y'all signed JJ Redick. Then yeah, LeBron got something to do with that for real, which I don't think he should.
Hey,
the coach for y'all got
official.
The coach.
When they signed JJ Redick, I am stepping down until they fire him.
They let the coach go. Remember when the Milwaukee Bucks fired their coach, and I said to y'all, they're gonna hire Doc Rivers. Doc Rivers said he's waiting for Ham to get fired, and y'all y'all beat Boston. You know what I'm saying? That went on a little run. He's like, well, I guess that's not gonna happen. And who they fired in the season? So Doc was a coach that they actually wanted, but he went to Milwaukee. Now he kind of probably wish he wasn't in Milwaukee right now, the way that thing's going. But again, they said JJ Redick is a front runner of coaching the Lakers, which makes no sense to me whatsoever. You want a first time coach, right? They never coached before to coach the Lakers. And you're gonna tell me LeBron don't have nothing to do with it. Budenholzer should have been the guy that just shows you wouldn't got. That's who y'all should have got. You should have got Budenholzer. Or I'd have pulled somebody off of the coach that coaches the Sixers now. I'd have pulled somebody off his staff because he did wonders with Toronto. Toronto didn't have a lot of superstars up there, and they still was competitive.
Nick Nurse.
You know what I'm saying? So I would do. Real quick, guys. Budenholzer goes to the Phoenix Suns. They said that it was so bad in Phoenix that Kevin Durant didn't speak to the coach for a whole month. Now, I got to ask a question. Frank Vogel was a coach. No, he wasn't a coach. They fired their coach last year, right? So let me ask you guys a question. Do you think that Kevin Durant had some knowledge of who was going to be the next coach this year when they fired Monte Williams? Do anybody think he had anything to do with that? Raise your hand.
Maybe.
Yeah.
So Frank Vogel, who won a title in the bubble with the Lakers, right? So he got a title. He does have a title. So that means he did something right. So you fire him and you hire Budenholzer, which, and if I'm not mistaken, I think they came off the same tree of under Popovich. But now they said Kevin Durant walked around the stadium in a hoodie on, then speak to the coach for over a month, then speak to a player over the month. Yo, what is wrong with him? He's getting to that level of LeBron now, in my opinion. You get what you want. You get what you want. Every time you've gotten what you want, and you're not happy. And the sad part about it is that nobody wants him. He's honestly the only trade piece that they have. They need a point guard. CP3 ain't going back there no more because CP3 he's going to hold that team accountable, right? He's going to hold them accountable because he's a point guard they actually need, but he's going to hold them accountable. So where can Kevin Durant go? Nowhere. Nobody wants him now because he has given I want to take my ball and go home attitude with the team right now. And like they say, it's like you're walking on eggshells around him. Now, the only thing he wants to do is ball, and I get that. KD got to go to. She said KD got to go to the Lakers. The Lakers will have to give up too much to get him. Way too much. Now I'm not saying that wouldn't be a bad fit, right? LeBron will definitely run the point. KD at the 3 spot. That would make it formidable. That would make them almost.
I know who can pick up KD.
Who's that?
The Utah Jazz. They have the salary cap.
Somebody had mentioned them earlier today when I was talking to them about the Jazz.
They currently have $102 million in cap.
But send him back to OKC.
That's not going to work.
OKC or San Antonio.
As much as everybody wants that to work, he's a cancer now. They're saying he's like a cancer. Everywhere he's been a hermit. He's been by himself. Like you leave Golden State and you go to the Brooklyn Nets. The owner didn't even know you was coming until he posted on social media. I will be coming to Brooklyn Nets. It's like we knew we was getting Kyrie, but we didn't know nothing about you coming. We did hear the rumor at the All-Star game we had enough money for two max players, but I didn't know you was coming, right? He gets there, he gets James Harden, it don't work out. Kyrie putting sage on the floor and he pray. One minute he's a Muslim, the next minute he's a rabbi, the next minute he's Baptist, the next minute he's a Jew, he's Jewish. I mean, he's all over the place with a religion, right? So KD's looking at him like, yo, what's wrong with you, dude? I didn't come here for this. I came here to ball out. Then they get swept by the Celtics. They lose again. Kyrie don't get the extension he wants. Now he wants out. They say to KD, where you want to go? I want to go to Phoenix. They send him to Phoenix. You deplete the whole bench, right? You don't get the players you need to help you win games, but you get rid of all your bench. And now you're not happy there, right? You're not happy there. Where else can he go to? Because wherever he goes, his money is going to take his money's going to eat up 4 or 5 players, and now you got to figure out how you're going to get your bench together. Yo, he calls this himself, man. KD calls this himself. He can't blame nobody but himself. He should have kept his skinny behind right there in Golden State, and to me, he's still a Hall of Famer, but his legacy is being messed up right now. Nobody's saying who's gonna be the next KD, because nobody wants that title. Nobody's saying that, and we know the dude can ball out. We know he can ball. We know he's clutch, but you should stay in OKC. They had something good going on. You was like, nah, I'm going to the team to beat me. You go there, you win a title, win 2 titles, your boys get hurt, and then you on a jet. you want to jet and go to Brooklyn. Go to Brooklyn, and it doesn't work out there. Go to Phoenix, now you got problems. Phoenix can't find no guys that sit on the bench and play with you. And they're saying that the players don't even want to talk to them. They just it's ugly, man. You guys got to read the article that's out there. It's really bad for him. It's really bad.
I just don't see what he did any different than LeBron or any of these dudes that bounce around.
But see, the thing about the difference between LeBron and KD is LeBron had a plan. LeBron had a plan to go back to Cleveland. He had a plan to go to LA. Now, after LA, he don't know what he's gonna do now because where can he go? You know what I'm saying? He's LA wants him. He wants to stay in LA. You know what I'm saying? But LeBron is really strategical about how he does stuff, and his this is all about money for him. Because we went to LA, now he has a movie. He got a movie thing going on out there, so he's building his brand. He's getting that money so he can get that basketball team. That's what he's basically doing. You know what I'm saying? LeBron is very smart about his money part of it. You know what I'm saying? Very smart.
But how is he?
Not that smart.
How is KD less intelligent about his money? He's getting money too.
Because only thing KD want to do is ball. LeBron wants to ball and make money. And what I'm saying about money is KD's not doing anything else but balling, right? I don't know if he's doing anything. Like LeBron is like I said, he's building a movie. He's becoming a director of movies or whatever he's doing. He's buying something like that. So he's making that money on the side while he's still making money playing basketball. So that's the difference between KD and him. KD just want to go somewhere and ball. He don't care about nothing else but balling. But the thing about it is that wherever you go now, you're gonna ball out, but you're not gonna have no bench because every place you go, the bench is you're gonna deplete the bench. The same thing with LeBron. Wherever he goes, he's gonna leave. And think about this, Rich. When LeBron went to Miami, he went there as a free agent. You know what Cleveland got back? Money. They got no players.
Mm-hmm.
They got no players. That was smart. They get that. Well, we'll give you some money. Okay, fine. But they didn't give up no players, so they didn't have to worry about depleting their bench. Even when they got Bosh there, they got rid of a couple players, but they still had a bench there. They still had veterans guys that could win that thing. Now the league's got smart to that, and they're not gonna let it happen. No, you're gonna do a sign and trade if you're leaving here. Simple as that. You're gonna do a sign and trade. And LeBron has no trade clause anyway, so he got to be okay to go where they want to send him. And he probably, the only other place I can see him go back to is probably Cleveland. Cleveland got enough players they can get rid of. But again, who's going to be on the bench? That's what the problem is. The big three is killing your bench play, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where you have a duel, now you can build your bench around two guys.
Mm-hmm.
You know, look at Dallas, right? So you got Kyrie and you got Luka. Look how good the bench played. Look at Minnesota. You got Anthony and you got Ant-Man. Look at the bench play. You know what I'm saying? So they surrounded themselves by a lot of good players on the bench. Look at OKC. You know, so the 3-man, so the way they got the salary cap set up now, you can't have a big three because your big three is going to eat up everything you got. And now you got to get mediocre players on your bench that may not be able to come through. If you got 3 guys that can give you 90 points every night, then you're good. But they're not gonna have 30 points every night. You know what I'm saying? Because they ain't built. They're not. Bradley ain't built like that, and neither is Devin Booker. But the only piece they have that he can salvage is KD. You know.
So KD, he could go back to OKC. He's a perfect fit.
They don't want him though.
He's a perfect fit.
I'm telling you, Rich, read it. You need to read the article out there. They said nobody wants KD because of his attitude issues. He's just one of those dudes right there that has attitude, but he can't blame nobody but himself. I agree with you. That would be the
best. He should have never left OKC. He's the one who said that.
Right.
Right. And I said that earlier. That's the team he should have stayed with regardless.
But I'm saying, he said he was happiest there.
Yeah,
He was
I
happy
think
where?
OKC.
He couldn't have been happy. Why did he leave then?
That's what he said. He wished he never left.
But
It's the frustration.
again, But the thing about it is, you're up 3-1 against Golden State Warriors, and you lose in Game 7. But only thing you do is build on that. You know, like you look at what happened to the Knicks. There's no way that there's a guy out there like I'm gonna say DeRozan out there. He say, I'll take less money to go play with the Knicks, right? Because he knows what he brings to the table. He knows that he might be the key to that team getting over the top and get to the NBA Finals.
He's not a good fit.
No, I'm just saying. I'm just using him as because he's a free agent, right? So if we look at the free agents right now, in all honesty, if I am the Knicks, only player that I really would want would be Klay Thompson. That's the only free agency wise. His age don't match because he's 35. I don't want James Harden. Siakam's not leaving. He's not leaving. The Pacers. Paul George. He's on Sixers radar, but I don't think he's leaving the Clippers. Tobias Harris. They don't need him up there. To me, he's just another. He's a smaller version of Randall.
Randall's better.
Lowry, they don't need him. DeRozan is the Bulls. Buddy Hield's a free agent, and OG is with the Knicks. He's not going anywhere. So I'm just saying these are the top free agents out there right now. So the only one I'm saying that probably would be a good fit for them, and he does play defense with Klay Thompson, right? Only thing I gotta do is come off the picks. He could be the next Ray Allen. He don't even have to create a shot. But I'm just saying, you got those teams out there, and you're just like, yo, I can help that team get better. You know, and I'm bringing a positive attitude. I'm bringing a work ethic. And the problem with KD now is that he should have never left OKC. He should have stayed right there and let guys come out there and join him. But no, he wanted. And again, since when he left there and went to Golden State, if he'd have stayed at Golden State, if he just would have stayed at Golden State right now, right, he would have been fine. So he called you the B word. And I know you've been hurt. I know you heard worse. You know what I'm saying? And KD's one of the guys who reads about everything about him. You know what I'm saying? So he's real sensitive. He's really sensitive.
The B word.
You know, well, I'm just saying. I'm just using that as you know.
No, I'm saying he said we don't need you. That was the bigger thing.
Right,
we
but he
without
knew
you.
that was that's a heat of the moment. You know what I'm saying? But don't take it literally because he the one that recruited you to come there.
But
So
still,
so we do need him. Yeah.
It was true.
But again, But again, they did win a title without him, right? They did.
They won 2 without him.
But look what happened.
They won one before him, 2 with him, then another one after.
Yeah.
Right. But they had everybody got injured, so they end up being a lottery, and that's how they got back in there. But if KD's there, his legacy, and I'm just talking about his legacy right now. His legacy is he's a vagabond or a gypsy that moves around to different places to satisfy his need. He stays in Golden State, regardless of what the conversation is, then we're good. Now, has KD been ever the only place KD's been the man as saying this his team is OKC? He wasn't the man. He wasn't the man in Brooklyn. That was Kyrie's team. Kyrie's one said,
Yo, Kyrie almost took them to the finals. I mean,
they got two max players out there. We got 2 max players out there. We got 2 max players. They get 2 max players. KD's like, ooh, well, I ain't think about that. So I'm going there. And it didn't work out for him. Because they brought James Harden in. You got 3 guys that needed the ball. And so KD, James Harden was like, yo, I got to go. I can't do it no more. I got to go. You know what I'm saying? So again, this KD thing is Only way KD end up leaving is gonna have to be a third team involved or a fourth team involved, where the money's gonna fit and he got to go somewhere that he wants to go. Now, the weird thing is everybody wants to run back to the East because they say the East is not as good as it was before. But I'm gonna say this though: if Boston wins the title, then Boston's as good as the records pronounce them as, and that should say something as far as the Celtics are concerned. Do I have questions about them? Yes, I do. You know what I'm saying? But I really want if they make it to the finals, I really want them to play Denver because I want to see how really good they could be. Do I still think that they're hiding some potential? Yeah, I think they are because I don't think we've seen the best out of 82 games. I've seen maybe 3 games where I'm like, yo, I'm really impressed. And one was in the playoffs, and the other 2 was when they beat Golden State so bad in the first half that they set all their starters in the second half. That proved to me that they could that's the potential that I could see, but they went through the season just waiting for the playoffs to get here, and that's the part I don't like. You know. So guys, we're at 2 hours. Anybody got anything else before we vacate the premises? Oh, Dana,
we still got to do the teams, right?
Dana, we do
surprising teams, right?
Yeah, we did it already. You talking about football?
The teams that we picked.
No, and I was going to ask.
That we think that'll be a surprise.
I was going to ask you, were you serious about the 7 to 10 before I post it again? Because I'm gonna tell people your T-Mobile phone was populating.
I'm going 7 and 10.
Okay, we're gonna keep it there. I'll post that. Next week,
Hey, you mentioned James Harden. I think of James Harden as the Dallas Cowboys of the NBA. He plays good during the regular season, but when they get down to the playoffs, he don't do nothing.
Hey, so next week we can do oh, she said who y'all got winning the finals. I won't predict the finals until they start. If you guys want to pick,
they rigged it for Anthony Edwards.
Well,
I got Boston and Minnesota.
Boston, would you say, Mo?
Oh no, I was Rich.
Oh, Rich, who you got, Rich?
I got Boston and Minnesota in the finals.
Who you got winning?
I got Boston winning the title.
Okay. Lou, you got somebody for that?
You know, I'm going to say for the final, it's going to be the Celtics and the Timberwolves.
Who you got winning?
Unfortunately, I got the Celtics.
Okay. Anybody else want a prediction?
Yeah, I got a prediction.
Go for it, man.
Go ahead, Curry.
I picked. I told you the Timberwolves a couple weeks ago. I thought that they had enough to go all the way, and I'm sticking with that because I just think Boston, they tend to crash and burn every year.
Okay. Matthew, who you got?
I got the Timberwolves versus the Pacers. Now, if Porzingis weren't injured, I probably would have stayed with Boston, but I feel like with Porzingis injured and with him coming back in the middle of that series, I don't really see it happening. I got Boston winning. Screw it. Like within that play, I can't keep a straight face. I got Boston 4 straight. 8-game winning streak for Boston.
Mo, what you got?
Boston beating the Mavericks. Kyrie coming back to Boston.
Okay. I got Boston beating the Pacers 4-1. Why mess it up now? Lose the second game at home to put some pressure on them again. Or I think the Pacers can get one game. I think this is where I need to see This is why I need to see Boston defense be the defense that I'm asking for them to be. I think Boston can beat the Pacers without Porzingis. But I don't know if they can beat Minnesota.
They gotta take those Flintstone vitamins.
I think Taz is a hater. Taz is a Cowboys fan and taking the Pacers.
Pacers taking it all. The problem, but the thing about it is the Pacers taking it all is they don't play no defense. They don't play, and they shot. I'm telling you right, they shot their load yesterday. They will never shoot that good again. And
nobody's ever shot that good before.
And the thing about it is, you got a depleted Knicks team, so that's how that went down. You know what I'm saying? But I gotta give them credit that they're there, they're there. But anyway, what I was gonna say was, Mo, do you have the article where we picked teams for the NFL, the players that's gonna break the records?
I don't think we did it this year. Did we? Did I miss it?
No, I missed it. No, I think I gotta find it.
Hey, Boston, keep the pace. We played at the second highest pace in the league. We had the best offensive rating in the league. Oh my God.
Let me pull this up real quick. Real quick for her. So Boston is a plus 11 differential. So that means Boston averages 120 points. The team they play is averaging 9. Okay. The Pacers is averaging 123 points. And the team they played against averages 120. That's a plus 3. So that gives you opportunity to win. She said, no, doesn't matter. Jason's not showing up. Jason's gonna show up. It's gonna happen.
That's a bet. That's a bet. This is the year he shows up.
Dana, are you on the line? Dana, you still out there?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what we're gonna do next week is we're gonna do with the most completions, the most pass attempts, the most touchdowns, all that stuff right there. If I can find an article, I'll post it in the chat room, and everybody can have their own.
You ain't asking my pick.
Yeah, and so.
Okay, we know you're a hater.
Dana gonna do the pick'ems this year, so that means Dana's gonna be on show every week.
Yes.
Yeah.
Kev, he said you didn't ask him his finals pick.
Do what?
You didn't ask him his finals pick.
Whose?
Dana's.
Oh, Dana, who's your finals pick?
I have the Wolves and the Celtics, and I have the Wolves winning and sending Jason Tatum to LA.
Oh my goodness!
Oh, such a
hater in the house.
Such a hater. You such a hater. Such a hater.
Hate.
That's the name, Dana the hater. I don't want the Celtics to win.
I know you don't.
We
y'all
understand.
got that little bubble championship. They got the bubble championship.
Hey, they got the end. They still trying to count the end season championship as well.
They counted it.
Hey, Kev, they put up a banner for it, Kev. They put up a banner for it.
Well, yeah, that in season tournament, that's about all they can do because they ain't gonna win nothing for a while. There's no superstar on the East Coast coming out west. Other than now, I'm gonna say this though, Wemby might be the guy to move out of San Antonio because Pac's days are numbered as a coach, and Kawhi Leonard ain't had the career that he should have had ever since he left there. His knees been bothering him. So anyway, hey guys, we gonna get another one of these, Dana. Dana can't see it, but Mo, you see that, right? We're gonna get another one of those.
Oh yeah.
I
hate Philly.
This is 86.
My picture full, man.
This is 86.
I gotta get this style of my eye.
So I will send that information in the chat. Mo, if you got it, or Danny, you still have your copy. This put it in the chat. I gotta find an article so we can do it so everybody can have their picks about who's gonna do what next season. I don't know what the schedule. So, do y'all guys want to do a show on Tuesday?
Yeah, Celtics play on Monday.
I was going to say, 'cause I didn't know what the schedule looked like going forward on the holiday.
Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, Monday.
Okay. So it should be over by that. It should be over by before that Monday.
It can't be over before that Monday. You got to play 4.
You said Tuesday, Wednesday,
Thursday, Saturday,
Thursday,
Monday. That's game 4.
Monday. That's game 4. Oh, so we might. Okay. So we're on Tuesday this week and probably on Tuesday next week. So because we know Mo can multitask.
I am at my mama's house right now. Okay. I am making the best of a bad situation. I showed up.
I see you watching TV. I see you watching TV.
I showed up. Yeah, watching Taylor Clark.
But see, you know what? I can watch TV and nobody knows it.
Because, bro, I'm in a bad situation. I can't move myself that way. Dana, no, hey, let's talk about Dana being on camera. Let's talk about that,
okay? All right, guys, man.
No matter what,
hey,
my guy.
Hey,
I gotta defend my guy.
Hey, Taz, she listens. I work with her, right? And we talk sports at work, but she
said she like Dana.
Yeah, because Dana said something about Tatum going to another team or something nonsense like that. All right, guys, man.
I always impress the ladies. Hey,
y'all guys.
On that note,
hey, so Dana, tell her what your Twitter handle is. Does T-Mobile allow you use Twitter?
No, she's on the MySpace.
Hey, wait a minute. Did you
give her your Black Planet title.
Dana,
man, I gotta create a whole nother Facebook. Somebody hacked me, man. I gotta start over. I talked to the people. Somebody went in and changed my password and everything, man.
That's T-Mobile for you, man. T-Mobile allows that stuff to happen.
That's what you get for your password is Dana the Hater.
I will catch up with the time. So you want us to get Twitter and Facebook. Okay, I get it back.
Let's get a Snapchat. At least those disappear.
Hey, T-Mobile be like, they get on T-Mobile and they say, T-Mobile, tell me what Dana's password is. Dana's password is.
Dana the Hater.
Yo, Dana, I'm gonna leave you with this note. You don't only want to have series. When you ask series, is it series? What do you call series? When you ask, what's the one you
Theory?
Yeah, the one you ask questions to.
Theory.
The one you ask questions on. Yeah, Siri. Yeah. Siri. Whatever it's called. You the only one that got a man's voice. Everybody's got a woman's voice.
Hey, Dana, when somebody maybe even on Facebook, what street you grew up on, or what's your third grade teacher name, don't answer that question.
Hey, Dana, what's your mama's maiden name?
Hey, I will be back with a vengeance. Michael Jordan.
Hey, Dana, don't. Dana, if they ask you what your favorite color is, don't tell them either.
Purple?
Yeah.
What's your mom, mate?
All right, guys. I'm gonna let y'all go. All right. Hey, good hanging out with y'all tonight, man.
Right, man.
We had a good time. We had a good one tonight. We had a good time tonight, man. Oh, my goodness.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh my goodness.
But y'all gonna leave my phone alone. Y'all have to do it 2 times.
Hey, Dana, when you have hurricanes down there, when you have hurricanes down there, does your phone work?
Huh?
When you have hurricanes down there, does your phone work?
Hey, sometimes.
Thank you for listening to the Just Us Sports Talk Show. You have been entertained in the sports world by K. Dix from Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, the small city with a large heart, Dana the Hater Clark from St. Petersburg, Florida, and Murray E. Baskerville from Gotta Be More Careful, Baltimore, Maryland. Remember, we throw stones and we do live in glass houses. Big time players make big time plays and big time games. Stay ready to be ready. You have been listening to an In the Zone Sports Talk Radio production. Remember, you can hear us again on star107fm.com on Saturdays from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Be sure to download the Try 99 TV app on any smart device and subscribe to In the Zone Sports Talk Television. The cost is $4.95. Thank you in advance for your support.